We continue with 7.1 exercise. We had finished with sum number 5. Now we go to sum number 6. There's two figures as you can see, 7.8 and 7.9. Observe the measures given. How many jugs of water can the cylindrical pot hold? So first you can see there is a conical water jug and then there is a cylindrical pot. The dimensions of both are given. This is height is 10 centimeter, radius is 7 centimeter. Here the height is 10 centimeter and the radius is 3.5 centimeter. So how many jugs of water can the cylindrical pot hold? That means one thing is sure that the the cylindrical pot is bigger in size, and with this jug we are pouring water into the pot. Okay, so volume of the cylindrical pot is bigger, and how many times the jug will hold, that means how many jug of water will the pot hold, that is what is the question. So one thing we know is sum number 6, that is first we write for conical water jug. Okay, what are the dimensions we have? Radius, so I keep small letter r, 3.5 centimeter. Height, which height do we know here? Yes, h, that is 10 centimeter. For cylindrical pot, what do we have? Radius. So now what I do is I change my variable to capital R, 7 centimeter. Height, that is bracket capital H, equals to 10 centimeter. This much is what is given, and one thing we know is volume of water in the cylindrical pot is equal to, we don't know how many number of jugs, so n into volume of conical jug. Therefore, number of jug of water, that is what is they asking, number of jugs of water will be equal to nothing but volume of water in cylindrical pot upon volume of water in conical jug. Is this very clear? If this is clear, further applying the formula is not difficult. Is this part very clear? This comes from this. Okay, now we know what is the volume of cylinder. It is pi r square h. Do we know r and h? Yes. What is the volume of the conical jug? 1 upon 3 pi r square h. Do we know r and h there also? Yes. So let us substitute the value. First we write the formula pi r square h, because that is the dimensions we have taken for cylindrical pot, upon 1 upon 3 pi r square h, that is the dimensions we have taken for the conical jug. Therefore, pi gets cancelled. Agreed. 1 upon 3 becomes 3 into, what is r square? Nothing but 7 into 7. H is 10 upon, what is the r here? 3.5. Yeah, first and foremost you will always check the dimensions are in same units. Into 3.5 into, again we have h as 10. So 10 takes care. 3.5 2s is 7. 3.5 2s is 7. So what do you have? 3 into 2 into 2 gives you 12 jugs. So how many jugs of water will the cylindrical pot hold? You have to say 12 jugs of water. Is that very clear? Again, what we have done here is, by writing it in this way, then putting up the formula, we have got rid of the pi. We have made our calculation easier. Otherwise, first you will find volume of the cylindrical pot. Then you find volume of the conical jug. Then when you bring them to divide, you have a bigger calculation there, because initially you must have already multiplied the value of pi. Then again when you come, you have to divide it again. So there again you waste a lot of time. So this is how we do it in a better way. I hope the sum is clear. Now we go for the seventh one. For the seventh one also the figure is given, and let us start with the question. I hope you have finished writing this. Yeah, by friction the tissue has become like that. A cylinder and a cone have equal bases. That means there is a cone and connected to that is the cylinder. The height of the cylinder is 3 centimeter. And the area of its base, that means the circular base area, is 100 centimeter square. The cone is placed upon the cylinder. Okay. The cone is placed upon the cylinder. Volume of the solid figure so formed. That means cone plus cylinder. Total volume is 500 centimeter cube. Find the total height of the figure. So here, if you see carefully, if area of this base is 100 and both are having same base, so area of the conical flask is also, conical structure is also 100 centimeter. Is that very clear? So keeping that in mind, what do we have here is, they have given us a total volume of the solid figure. So here total volume is what? Volume of the cone plus volume of the cylinder. Do we know volume of the cone? Formula is 1/3 pi r square h. Do we know volume of the cylinder? Formula is pi r square h. So using the variables we can find them. Okay. And the problem here is, we know what is the area of the base. So we don't need to know the radius, okay, but we have to find what is the height of the cone. So we just mention what is given. For cone, area of the base is given. What is the area of the base for cone? It is pi r square, that is given as 100 centimeter square. And what is not given is the height. Let us take that as small h. Now for cylinder we take all capital. Okay. Area of the base is pi r square itself. Why? Because here the radius is same, because both the curve base area is same. 100 centimeter square. Right? Height is given. What is the height given of the cylindrical part? H equals to 3 centimeter. Right? What else is given is volume of the, volume of the solid figure. What is the volume of the solid figure? That is the entire figure, equals to 500 centimeter cube. So we start. According to us, volume of the solid figure, looking at the figure, is volume of the conical part plus volume of the cylindrical part. Right? 100 equals to volume of the conical part. It is nothing but 1 upon 3 pi r square h. And what is the cylindrical part? Pi r, yeah, we have kept r same because area of the base is same. Pi r square capital H. Right? In this what we know is, that is what is very important here, girls. We know what is pi r square. We know what is pi r square. What is pi r square? It is 100. We substitute. So 500 equals to 1 upon 3 into 100 into h, as it is unknown, plus 100 into h, that is 3. So what is 100 threes are? Yes, 300. And here we have 100h upon 3. Keep it as it is, and here you have 300. So when the 300 comes this side, it becomes 500 minus 300 equals to 100h upon 3. This becomes 200 equals to 100h upon 3. So therefore, what is h equals to? 200 into 3 upon 100. 0, 0 cancels, 3 2s are 6 centimeter. Now what is this h? H is the height of the conical part. So this is 6 centimeter. But what is the question? Height of the total height of the figure. So what will be the total height of the figure? 6 plus 3 giving you 9. Is that very clear? Understood, girls? Okay. So just add that and complete the sum by saying total height of the figure is capital H plus small h. 3 plus 6, that is equal to 9 centimeter. Yeah, there is a little correction in the answer at the back. I think there it is something different. So please make note of it. Okay. Now we go to the next sum. That is sum number 8. Yes, now in this 7th sum and 8th sum, you find the figures little bit similar, having the cylindrical part and the conical part, but here there is an additional hemispherical part. Okay, and here we dealt with volume, there we are dealing with total area of the toy. So when you talk about total area, it is the total surface area of the toy. But when you say total surface area of the toy, here we will calculate it by using, very correct, we will use curved surface area of each part. So that is just draw the figure for us to see. When we draw, we are learning how to write the dimension. That is what is very important when you draw the figure, girls. Conical part and hemispherical part. Got it? Now, this is given already as 3 centimeter and this is 4 centimeter. The total part of the cylindrical part is 40 centimeter. This much is given. What you have to find is the total area. Now the dimensions. Let us look for the dimensions. For conical part, what is given? Radius, and radius throughout is same. So radius is, we keep it as r itself, 3 centimeter. Perpendicular height, bracket h is given as 4 centimeter. For cylindrical part, what is given? Radius is again the same, r 3 centimeter. Height, we keep it as capital H, 40 centimeter. Got it? Further, see, all is given in the figure itself. There is nothing mentioned in the question. And they said this is the hemispherical. part. For hemisphere, what is needed? What is the dimension we need? Only one dimension. What is it? The radius. So for hemispherical part, what is the radius? Radius bracket R is again the same, 3 centimeter. So total area of the toy equals to curved surface area of conical part plus curved surface area of cylindrical part plus curved surface area of hemispherical part. Now, before we go further, for conical part, what is the formula? Pi r L. So we don't know L here. Okay, so we have to find L. For curved surface area of cylindrical part, it is 2 pi r h. Do we know? Yes. Curved surface area of hemispherical part, it is, yes, 2 pi r square. Do we know the r? Yes. Only thing we don't know is L. So we go first to find L. So what is L equal to? Square root of r square plus h square. Square root of 3 square plus 4 square. Square root of, I think this is a very friendly number for which we already know, root 25, that is equal to 5 centimeter. So what is the slant height? 5 centimeter. So once we get that, can we now find? Yes girls, just complete writing fast. Now we go further to find each part, substituting the formula, equals to pi r L plus 2 pi r square h